beautiful, no matter how beautiful you are, you will constantly feel ugly if. Hey guys, I'm Nimora. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be discussing some tips that help me overcome inferiority complex and help me to build my self-confidence in general. If this sounds like something you are generally going to be interested in, please do well to stay to the end of my video. So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? If you notice, I put in some extra effort today into how I look, and that's because we're about to discuss something really, should I say crucial. So guys, when we talk about self-confidence and we talk about inferiority complex, that is one topic that a whole lot of us have struggled with at some point in our life. First thing we're going to talk about today is self-confidence. We're going to talk about how you actually look. I know when you watch videos about self-confidence, the first thing everyone wants to say is love yourself, make sure you like the way you look and blah blah blah. And actually those things are true and they help, but I would like to say that you generally feel a lot better. You feel more confident. You feel a whole lot better when you put in effort into actually looking nice. When you don't put in that effort to look nice, just one stare at a function, one stare when you go out and you're already feeling out of place. If you want to build your self-confidence, make it a part of your lifestyle to look nice wherever you find yourself and whatever you do, wherever you go. Always look nice. This doesn't mean you have to break the bank or you have to do something really extravagant. It just goes to say that you should always look put together, always look presentable. Don't go out looking shabby, because the more you look shabby, the more you dress in the kind of way that you're not so comfortable with, you end up feeling very inferior. Someone telling you something like you actually don't look nice, and before you know what's going on, you're actually feeling really less of yourself. The truth is, if you spend the time, look nice, put on some nice clothes, maybe a little bit of makeup. You don't even have to make use of makeup for you to even actually feel confident. But wear things that suit your body size, things that suit your color. Don't go about trying to impress anybody or trying to go overboard. Just look nice within your means. There are things you could use, accessories. You could always accessorize whatever you wear. Wear things that normally you will feel comfortable. You don't go out if you're someone that does not like wearing short things. Don't try to wear something that is really too revealing because you are trying to maybe impress someone. Do things according to your own preference and according to what makes you comfortable. Once you start putting in that effort into actually looking nice wherever you find yourself, you discover that your confidence level is going to start shooting up, because the more confidence you get is the more you're going to actually start feeling confident about yourself. When you give people the opportunity to look down on you, when you dress in the kind of way that makes people want to give you harsh remarks, you generally start feeling bad about your own self, which you actually do not want. If you are struggling with low self-esteem and you don't put in effort into how you look, I would like to encourage you to make it a part of your lifestyle to dress nice wherever you find yourself. You don't have to do something too extravagant. Something even cheap could work, but just put in the effort to make sure you're actually looking all nice and presentable. This thing I would like us to talk about today. I would like us to talk about your circle of friends. Some of you don't know how beautiful you are because you have found yourself in a very wrong circle. If you are very beautiful, no matter how beautiful you are, you will constantly feel ugly if everyone around you keeps on telling you that you are not beautiful. If everyone keeps on making you feel as if you are not worth it. If you have found yourself in a circle of friends whereby people make fun of you, where people try to put you down, where people try to dim your light, then I can assure you that you always struggle with inferiority complex. Make yourself to be that person that no one can put down. And how do you do this? You have to be careful of the kind of friends that you actually keep. There's this thing about aesthetic friendship I'm hearing people talk about these days. Wants to keep kind of friend probably because it has the way of making you look a better way in public and all that. But if the kind of people you keep, all they do is make you feel less of yourself, I can assure you that you will always feel inferior. Don't go about with people that always want to tell you, give you, remarks about yourself that is not nice. Talking from experience, the fastest way to start feeling inferior is to keep on hearing that you are not a beautiful person, is to keep on hearing that you are not worth it, is to keep on hearing that you're not worth any effort or worth anything precious. The more terrible things people say to you is the more you keep on looking at yourself in that light that people see you. You find yourself around people that all they do is insult people for fun. If everybody is making you feel bad about your own self, trust me, you're going to start having this inferiority complex in no time. You have to be very picky with your friends as adults, as moms. As we grow older, don't surround yourself with negative people. That's the fastest way for you to start feeling bad about yourself, or for you to kill your confidence. Make it a point of duty to be so careful that whatever people you are allowing into your life, all they bring into your life is positivity. All they bring into your life is a sense of belonging, not the kind of people that make you feel bad about your own self. I don't get to know how imperfect you could actually be if all you keep hearing about yourself are all those imperfect things. In no time, you will start feeling really bad about yourself. In fact, having a bad circle of friends or circle of friends that all they do is like try to reduce you, it can lead to depression, it can lead to low self-esteem, it can even lead to suicide in the long run. We hear too much about friendship these days for you not to be careful with the kind of friends that you choose. Be careful and be mindful of whatever things that you allow into your own life. Be careful about that, and I can assure you that if constantly all you keep hearing about yourself are the positive things, all you keep on hearing is about how beautiful you look. If you have friends that genuinely are supporting you, rooting for you, and making you feel really beautiful, I can assure you that your confidence level will start shooting up in no time. Trust me. The third thing we're going to be looking at today is, should I call it kind of tip that I've learned over the years, and I'm going to call it stop oversharing. When I say oversharing, I mean personal stuff, things that you're not so proud of. Stop telling people about those insecurities that over time you have not even found the place to even accept. Why are you telling someone something that you don't actually want to hear? You don't want people to know about, or you don't want people to actually come to see you in that light. Don't tell people that you don't trust all of your heart. Don't tell them things that you know are harmful to your personality. I don't mean like trying to embody things that actually bother you. I'm talking about things that you're not so proud of. Like, there's some people that, you just compliment them, like, you are so pretty, you have such nice teeth, and the next thing they're showing you some part of their teeth that probably might not be nice. That is like, as humans, when someone has shown you that part of themselves that's not actually, let's say, aesthetic, before you know what's going on, you're suddenly looking at that person in that light. If you're that kind of person that you cannot accept a simple compliment, just one compliment, you're thinking about to downgrade yourself, it goes to show that you're actually like dealing with your own, should I say, insecurities, and you should actually try not to do that. Don't tell people things that's going to make them look at you in kind of bad light. Be careful with the kind of things that you actually share to people. Don't try to bring down yourself just to, should I say, to seem humble. That's not you being humble. That is you being actually insecure. Don't go about oversharing personal information that is actually going to dent your image. I don't know if you get my point. This doesn't mean you should be proud or anything, but if someone gives you a compliment, own it. Yes, you are pretty. Yes, you have a nice dentition. Yes, you are worthy. Don't try to make yourself feel less just to impress someone. My fourth lesson, should I say my fourth tip today, I would like to encourage someone to focus on your high points and stop bothering about those things that you're not so good at. See, generally in everything about life, whether as a mom, whether as a student, whether as a young girl, a young boy, whatever, focus on those things that you are good at and stop killing yourself. Stop beating yourself over the things that you cannot do so well. Yes, put in the effort to be, should I say, perfect in every way, and the truth of the matter is you can actually not be perfect. What you should try to do is to improve on yourself. If you have a particular skill, you have something that you are good at, generally without putting a lot of work, focus on that thing and stop caring so much about the things that you cannot do so well. Growing up, there are a whole lot of things I cannot do so well, but I've made up my mind consciously as I grow older that I'm going to focus on the things that I can do so well and do it and be the best at it. But I do always say, in anything, if you have to learn a skill, whatever you do, don't do it and be like, should I say, an average person. Do it and be the best of whatever thing that everybody needs to know that thing that you are doing, you do it really well and you put your all into it. Don't go about budging and wanting to, like, should I say, have a general knowledge of everything. If you are so good at maybe talking, if you're so good at learning, if you're so good at reading, you know, some people are actually very good at reading. You don't have to have like also high grades in exams. If you are actually genuine, if you are inquisitive, if you love reading and you like understand really well, that could be a skill. Build on those things that you are very good at. And I tell you for a fact that everyone feels more confident when they know that there's something that is just unique about you. There's something that you do and you do it so well. Focus on those things that you do so well, and I can tell you for a fact that your confidence level is going to shoot up really, really high. If you are good at cooking, if you are good at connecting with people, if you're good at marketing, you're good at you're good at looking nice, you're good at combining colors, go back today. Write down those particular things that are good and start looking for ways to improve on those things. Stop trying to be a copycat, trying to copy every other thing that's going on online or something. Go back and look at those things that you can actually do. Some things that we struggle with today, like video editing. I struggle with video editing a whole lot of things. Some people do it naturally and they do it very well, and you are just going about helping other people edit videos, helping other people to do stuff because you are probably feeling like you're not good enough. Please, if you are watching this video right now, go back, get a list. Pinpoint those things that you do so easily without having to put in a whole lot of effort. Go back and look at those things and find ways where you can actually improve yourself. These days you don't have to buy a particular course or something. Go on YouTube. YouTube is I feel like it's the best app to be if you're trying to learn a skill. You can pick up so many skills from YouTube, and you can improve on so many skills from YouTube. If you're good at writing, hairstyling, whatever, go on YouTube and improve on those things and stop beating yourself about the things that you cannot do. And I can tell you for a fact that your confidence level is going to shoot up. We're about entering 2024. This is the time where our skills are meant to speak for us. Get something that you do and be proud of. Don't go about trying to copy every other person. Everyone cannot be a model, everyone cannot be an actress, everyone cannot be a singer, but there are so many things that are unique to just you and I. So why not go back and focus on those things and be the best of those things? I hope someone watching this right now is making that decision. So go back and write a list. Get those things that you do so well and go back and improve on them. And I can tell you that in the space of 1 year, you are going to be glad that you actually. Number 5 that we're going to talk about competition, unhealthy competition. Stop giving yourself wahala. Stop giving yourself unnecessary pressure. You cannot be like every other person. Stop trying to be in a competition with every other person. That's the fastest way for you to actually feel terrible about yourself. Why are you comparing yourself to people you see online? Why are you comparing yourself to people that have probably been working tirelessly for years, do what they did, and all of a sudden they're in the limelight? You're trying to compare yourself to that person. You're going to be hurting yourself in the long run. From today, make it a point of it not to compare yourself to any other person. Everyone is running different races in this entire world. No two people are the same. So there's no reason why you should compete. Don't do that. Instead, look for, if you find someone that you really admire, tell them. Be open about it. I really like the way you are. I like the way you carry yourself. Be friends with those kind of people instead of trying to copy them from afar or something. Don't do that. Stop competing with people. Instead, embrace the uniqueness of you and stop trying to copy someone or trying to be better than someone. The only person you should be better than is yourself. It sounds cliche, but it is the very truth. Competing with people is only going to put you in a perpetual state of depression, because for every time they do better, you're only going to feel bad about yourself. From today, stop feeling bad about other people's success. Trust me. You are going to be living a very, very peaceful life when you focus on your own self and forget about every other person. Somebody's success, somebody's uniqueness, somebody's general doing well does not have anything to affect you. I don't care to know if the person is doing your twin sister or something. Just because the person is doing really well does not mean you will not do well. Just because someone is shining this year doesn't mean you're not going to shine next year. So calm down, embrace yourself. Focus on yourself and leave the other person that is doing so well. Leave those people alone and focus on your own self. The truth of the matter is, yes, there's a thing called grace. Yes, some people actually get lucky, but why are you beating yourself over the person that is doing better? Focus on your own self. That is why the fastest way for you to get depressed or get pressured into doing things you don't want to do is to start comparing yourself to Guinea. That's the first thing. That's the first and quickest way for you to start feeling inferior. Because if you keep on feeling like, oh my God, what am I not doing right? Why is my life like this? Why is this happening to me? Meanwhile, you're actually quarreling with your own self, yeah, because that person is somewhere doing their thing, focusing on themselves, trying to like get better, and you're over there just like feeling sorry for yourself. You're wasting precious time. You know, time is money. Yeah, time is money.
On your own self, I can tell you for free that the more you start looking at other people, is the more you're going to constantly feel bad about what thing they're not achieving. See, the sky is big enough for everyone to fly, and everyone can do well in whatever they do if you put in the effort that actually demands from you. Don't go about trying to create unhealthy wherever with everyone that you feel like you can actually be better than. Instead, focus on yourself, improve on your own self, and leave whatever person that is doing better or whatnot. Trust me, you will live a more peaceful life when you focus on your own self. I can tell you this for free, guys. Focus on yourself. Like, even if you want to compete, it should not be in any way a kind of competition whereby you are constantly trying to outdo the other person. The only person you should be in competition with is yourself. The person you were yesterday. Are you better than that person today? That's the most important questions that you need to ask yourself. Forget about who is doing better, forget about who is doing way better, or who is doing even maybe a little better than you. Focus on your own self, my darling, and trust me, you will start glowing from within. I can tell you for a fact. The next thing that we're going to be talking about self-affirmations, generally loving yourself. I don't know why I decided to say this now, but the truth of the matter is, you have to love yourself for other people to love you. If you keep on seeing yourself as a terrible person, if you keep on feeling like as if you do not belong in this place, or you keep on feeling like you genuinely not worth it, people are going to look at you exactly the same way you look at yourself. It's from the way you feel about yourself that you're going to even talk to people about your own self. So people don't believe that maybe they are worth a million naira, or they are worth. I'm not talking about money, but I'm just trying to explain to you how some people have consciously, or should I say unconsciously, degraded themselves to a level that other people are going to only trump on you. You have to love yourselves. Also madly in love yourself that no one can bring you down, or no one can talk trash about you in your presence. The best way to do this is to keep on practicing self-affirmations. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are beautiful. And don't just say it. Believe it that you are actually worth it. Believe it that you're actually beautiful. Go in front of that mirror and be like, wow, God took his time to create me. And I can tell you for a fact that the more you keep on telling yourself these things, people around you start telling yourself those, because I don't know how to put it, but there's a whole lot of power. There's a whole lot of power in our words. Whatever thing you say, whatever thing you tell people, those are the same things that are going to give back to you. See, there was time in my life when I was always going out, before I go out, I always say, I'm fine. Consciously, I always find myself saying those things about myself. And the truth of the matter is, I've discovered almost everybody tells you those same things you say to yourself. If you are feeling like you are ugly, someone will tell you you're actually ugly. Because you reflect whatever energy you have been giving yourself. If you keep on feeling like you're not worth it, if you keep on feeling like as if you're not worth anything special, people are going to see you in that light, like I already said. So practice self-affirmations. Stand in front of the mirror and hype yourself up that there's no tomorrow. Don't be caught on fresh. Don't be caught reducing yourself because you're trying to please anybody. Tell yourself I am fine. I am worth everything good there is out there, and trust me, you will feel that way. People will start getting that energy from you. There's someone I'm you cannot talk that long, not because they are also that, but because you know that this person is very confident about themselves. You will not want to be the person that will stupidly go and tell them something that does not resonate with what they already think about themselves. Tell yourself, I am worthy, I am unique, I am special, I am everything, I am amazing, and the whole world is waiting for me. See, do this. Find yourself always talking to yourself in front of the mirror. Trust me, everything about you is going to start looking amazing. Talk to yourself in front of the mirror. Hype yourself up, my darling. And I can tell you for a fact that you will start feeling special, and people will start seeing you exactly the way you are seeing yourself. The last thing we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about building your relationship with God. I will always say, everything about my life, be it in career, be it in business, be it in motherhood, whatever, being a wife, whatever thing, I will always find myself praying. And trust me, my life is a lot better. I feel a lot more confident. I feel a lot more better generally when I'm, in a better place in my relationship with Jesus. I feel like, he's that person that cares about me. Someone tells me something I don't like, I can talk to him about it. So I tell you like a little story. When I was in school, there was a time in my life that I wasn't feeling all so special. In fact, I literally went back to my hostel to cry about something. Do you know the funny part? That's why I said something about competition and told you that you should not be in competition with anybody. It was someone, I really don't want to start talking about the whole thing, but it was someone that was generally making me feel like, let's say, less of myself. I felt she was so pretty, so this and so that. So I kept on feeling like, oh my god, I'm not, what's it? Like, I can never be like this person, whatever. And I was really in a very bad place. I cried, and I prayed. I can't even remember exactly what I said. But I went out that day and everyone kept on complimenting me. It was like as if God heard my cry. It was as if he heard everything that I said and was like, no, Favor, you are worth it. You are everything special there is in this world, and you just have to know it. And immediately I went out of my room that evening. Every corner I was turning, everyone was like, oh my god, you're so pretty. And it wasn't just coming from like random people, like from people that I know, I looked up to. It was coming from like people that, how do I put it, people that I already admired. So trust me, it changed everything about the way I came to see myself. See, I will always talk about God. I will always talk about him because I feel like in every aspect of my life is way better when I add him into the picture, when I make him the center of everything. That doesn't mean that there's sometimes I don't flop or anything, but I feel like your life is really easier, better, more amazing, everything special when you're actually communicating with Jesus, when you're actually communicating with God, when you're fellowshipping with the Holy Spirit. That being said, I hope someone has learned something today. Hope you have your jotter and your book, and you are penning down all the important things that I'll talk about today. Because if you have been struggling with low self-esteem, if you have been trying to build your self-confidence and you've come across this video, I can tell you that if you practice all of the things I've talked about, your life is going to change for the better. I've talked about investing in your look. I've talked about being mindful of the people that you let into your life. Don't be with negative people. You will start seeing yourself in that light. I've talked about oversharing. Don't be that kind of person that you want to let everybody know that you are facing one kind of thing when they give you a compliment. Please own up to your compliments. Accept it. It is who you are. You are amazing. You don't have to start feeling like as if you don't have to reduce yourself for you to actually feel amazing. I don't know if you get my point. Then I'll talk about oversharing. We'll talk about not being in competition with anybody. We'll talk about building your relationship with God. We'll talk about a whole lot of things, and I really hope and pray that this video is going to bless someone out there and it's going to generally see the way you see yourself. And we'll talk about affirmations. That reminds me. So please practice all of these things that I've talked about, and I can tell you for a fact that your life will generally start looking better. You'll find yourself glowing when you start practicing all of these things that I've talked about. From someone that has battled inferiority complex, in fact, like crazy. Trust me, these things work magic. This is like my most confident era. Like a whole lot of things has changed around my body prior to childbirth and everything, but I still love myself. I still feel like I am really amazing and really special. Don't put yourself in a situation where you now start allowing people reduce you or insult you. Don't do that to yourself. Trust me. Practice all of the things I've said in this video, and I can tell that your life is going to turn around for the better. Thank you for watching this video till this point, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Ciao.